Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me, and please excuse my voice. Ines, just to make sure that the people online can hear us as well. Good, that's wonderful. Welcome, everybody, to today's conference. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to join us both in person and online, to all the about 90 participants. So we are, I think, equally distributed in presence and online, which is, of course, a great pleasure to have you here. I would like to thank first and foremost AKIS for being a very generous host. They have offered to take over the whole organization of the conference. They have put up a wonderful staff, and they have been a more than gracious partners throughout the modernAKIS project, and especially now in the organization of our project meeting and of the conference as well. And most of all, I would like to thank, I think Annette from AKIS is not in the room, and Ines might have gone out, but no, Ines at least will hear it. But I would like you all to give a big round of applause to both of them who put this event together. So, thank you, of course, to all the speakers. I hope we will have a lively discussion. And by lively, I don't mean necessarily harmonious, because these are uncertain times, and when we had originally planned the conference, we had thought that after 3 years of a project, and we have a 7-year project, which is a very long time, we thought that when you come to this half-time conference, let's put it this way, we will be able to present, to show to you the project results. Yes, we are able to do that. However, we in modernAKIS are a bit of a special project. A lot of other research projects or innovation projects are able to pilot something, to do something in a test bed, and then see if it works or not, and then potentially roll it out and scale it up. Well, we don't have a test AKIS. We just have the real life environment. So we have both been challenged and privileged to work with those practitioners in the AKIS who do a real job and work with them on the job and do and provide whatever modernAKIS does in the real environment. And because we do that, we have, of course, to take into account the constraints in which practice operates, and in this case, our focus being the AKIS coordination bodies and the key AKIS actors. And they are very much dependent on, let's put it this way, environmental conditions. Some of these environmental conditions have been put up for discussion by the European Commission with a proposal in this summer. And of course, our practitioners who have started and built up very constructive and very good capabilities, capacities, but also new processes, new decisions, and also a lot of tools in their countries, and have come together in modernAKIS to exchange them, have the question, where do we go from here? What is the understanding of the Commission? What will happen after 2027, 2028, whenever the new programming period will be in place? So that's why we decided that we might skip the one or the other modernAKIS result. We have put them up on the walls, and we are happy to share them with you in the coffee breaks. But I think it will be interesting for us to hear what the policy side thinks about the future of the AKIS, but also to understand, because as we have learned in AKIS as a system, there are key AKIS actors who play a very central role. Farmers, advisors, researchers, innovators, how they see that, what they see as a necessity and challenges. That's why we have put up the panel discussion with different representatives. And again, I hope for a lively, not necessarily harmonious discussion. This is an encouragement to everybody to speak their minds. And then we have also, this is the only result from modernAKIS we will present to you. We have done, with the focus of advisors, together with UFRAS, CISN and EILB, under the leadership of Chagash and through the execution of LKO, we have done a survey of 1,000 advisors. What do they expect and need after the CAP? So what should the next programming period be? And in the afternoon, what we have thought is that would be very interesting for us to also look back and understand what we can learn from new instruments. And our Swedish colleagues have been kind enough to offer to share with us their analysis and their findings from their EIP projects. Have they reached their goals? Are they indeed fostering innovation? And also we will see from, again, a hands-on example from Spain, how you could better link research and policy. And hopefully afterwards, the projects will show you a bit how they contribute towards these objectives. And maybe, just maybe, we will have a few less questions or a bit more certainty, a bit more of a direction, or at least more coherent questions when we go out of here today. So modernAKIS was thought of being a discussion platform for key decision makers. That's why we decided to make today's conference exactly that. I'm very sorry that the online participants cannot join the discussion, but we encourage them to also put forward questions for the panel discussions. And I am very, very curious what today's day will bring in knowledge and knowledge flows among us. I hope you will have a wonderful day. Thank you.